Off the top at 11 tonight, we now know that the man who fell 4 stories inside of the stairwell at the Bob yesterday has passed away. It's the 3rd death in the same stairwell at that club over the past 4 years. And tonight, for the first time, we're getting a response from the owners of the Grand Rapids hotspot, now in full-on damage control mode. And we're learning efforts were underway to try to make that stairwell safer. 24 Hour News 8's Leon Hendricks spoke with the Gilmore Collection's founder, and he's live outside of the Bob tonight. Leon?
Brian, good evening. John Gilmore tells me that these fatalities have been just devastating for the people who run the Bob. And he says that talks about how to make that very stairwell safer were in the works just days before this weekend's deadly fall. For the family of the first person to lose his life in an emergency exit stairwell at the Bob, the news of another fall was difficult when it happened last month. Now that a 3rd family is going through the same thing, it's almost hard to believe.
It hurts. It's painful. It's painful for the family.
Tyler Usher's family received a $400,000 settlement following his death in 2009, but their ultimate goal was not a cash windfall.
Their main goal was to achieve change, and it didn't happen. And that's the tragedy of it all.
Tonight, in an interview with 24 Hour News 8, the founder of the Gilmore Collection that the Bob is a part of says they'd been looking at ways to make that stairwell safer. In fact, he says they'd gotten a bid from a contractor just last week on making the railings higher in the stairwell in question. It's a terrible thing, and it's very upsetting, particularly to Greg, John Gilmore told us, referencing Gilmore Collection CEO Greg Gilmore, who has not responded to repeated requests from 24 Hour News 8 for comment. We try so hard to do the right thing when something like this happens. Tyler Usher's family seems to question the effort of making adjustments at the nightclub. Their attorney says they suggested to corporate officials adding an elevator, raising the rails, and putting security staff in the stairwell.
Those people, at least the first 2, I think, would have lived and been safe if certain basic environmental changes in that place had occurred.
John Gilmore says it wasn't our fault, but unfortunately it happened at our place. Usher's family says they hope city leaders will now join the effort of putting pressure on the Bob to change.
Make it the big O safe building instead of the big O at the BOB. It can be safer.
John Gilmore says that's all part of their conversations happening right now as the company deals with how to move forward. Quote, "I'm concerned, extremely concerned. It's not only the money, but it's our reputation." And now this taking also another level of importance here. The Liquor Commission, the state's Liquor Commission, is now getting involved. They're investigating the what happened and why surrounding this past weekend's fall incident. Reporting live in downtown Grand Rapids, Leon Hendricks, 24 Hour News 8.
Thank you.